Annie, what are we doing today?
Today, all you're going to see are recipes that are Annie approved. It's really good. That's the waffle ever.
She's never said best anything ever.
It's good. Yummy. No, I like the sauce.
You like the sauce?
Sauce is good. Tastes like pickles. Today, we're going to be showing you one of my favorite recipes from the videos we've done before. We love cookbook review videos. If you want to find any of these cookbooks that these recipes are from, go to the link in the description below. And now, we want to give some shout outs to some of the people who have commented down below where they're from. Jody from Bodrug, California. Kristen from Greenwood, Indianapolis. Karen from Minnesota. Troy from Troy from Maryville, Tennessee. Carissa from Chesapeake, Virginia. Maya from Brooklyn, New York. Crystal from Montgomery. Tanya from Orange County, California. Patty from Napa, California. Sushi Lover from San Diego.
So now just let people know if they want a shout out, how do they get one?
If you want a shout out, comment down below your name and where you're from.
And there's another way they can join our members network.
Pay money.
Jeepers, it's not quite like that. What else is on our members network though? They get access to these videos early, right?
And you get to see me.
Do we?
Sometimes.
Okay, good enough.
Don't forget to unsubscribe down below.
No.
And hit that post notification button. The little bell so that you get notifications when your new video goes out. I know.
She always tells people to unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe down below and like this video. But if you don't like it, then dislike this video.
Why do you say unsubscribe?
Because she's mean.
Now, the recipes.
Apologies for all the kitchen noise. I'm gonna make kitchen noise. So tonight for dinner, I'm gonna make ginger butternut lentil soup. And then for dessert, I'm gonna make, calling for an apple raspberry crisp, but I don't got raspberries. So instead I have this giant clump of previously frozen fruit that I'm gonna use. Let's look over these recipes. I'm gonna see what I need to change, if anything. I'm gonna lose that olive oil and just dry saute it. Other than that, this looks good. I might add some extra spices, but I don't know what yet.
Don't know what.
I just gotta feel that out, Annie.
Feel it out.
Yeah, she gets it.
Love that people are gonna see us sitting on the couch every night eating.
We don't sit on the couch every night eating. Just a couple. Sometimes we have TV night with dinner. A couple of nights a week sometimes.
A couple.
It's not like we don't communicate and hang out. So thoughts on our soup? Annie, did you try the soup?
Yeah.
Did you like it at all?
Yeah.
Really?
Treasure.
What? You didn't even want to try it when you saw it.
I'll give it a trasher.
You didn't like it, trasher.
No.
Mommy? Oh,
Trasher.
you're in the middle. Got it.
Yeah. I think if it was fully blended up and pureed, maybe.
Okay, you don't like the texture.
No.
It did.
Got a lot of tomato.
It didn't call it the puree at all. I just did that on my own. So I think it's like in the middle for us. So we're gonna make some falafel pita pockets for dinner tonight. I made falafels before. I have my own recipe on the website. But what I like about this is it combines chickpeas and black beans. And then just a ton of other things that I think will just give it a nice little pop of flavor. So I'm really, really excited to try this new falafel recipe. And then, yeah, I'm just gonna cut up a bunch of veggies and some other things and build kind of like a build your own pita pocket bar for my daughter and a friend of hers who's coming over for dinner. And my wife will be here too. My son's away tonight. You didn't need all this information and yet now you have it. If this works out, this could be like another weekly rotation kind of meal, a build your own falafel bar. You know, I'm gonna do some rice for my wife because she doesn't do the gluten. So yeah, lots of options on how to eat this puppy. And for the inside of it, I'm gonna have some hummus, but also I'm gonna use that green goddess dressing too. How's the falafel, mommy?
It's pretty good. crunchy, soft, flavorful. I still prefer falafels where the beans are just soaked and not cooked.
So maybe I could combine that with these flavors.
Yummy.
What do you think?
Strong.
You like the falafel?
No.
Did you get more than one? Because you said you were only gonna get one. You got two, and you like it?
It's very good. The falafels are very smushy.
Is smushy good for you? I like that a lot. It's not dry at all.
Yeah, I like them better than the other recipe you have there. Those ones get really dry.
Best falafel ever.
She's never said best anything ever about food I've made.
I'm proud of you. Best pizza ever.
This is a winner. No. Everywhere. Oh, falafel fixing service. This could be like a good regular weeknight meal or build your own falafel bar. Mm-hmm. Especially because I can probably make like a big batch of these and freeze them.
Yeah, this is really good.
And he likes it. Pickles. Thank you. We're making when you're in a pickle salad, which
pickle.
kind of looks terrible. But Annie picked it.
Well, she likes pickles.
I'd love for her to meal and me get to say, this is terrible, Annie.
And sometime you can tell a story of the pickle jar.
That's not for the channel.
When you're in a pickle, sometimes you need a pickle jar.
If you actually want to know the story of the pickle jar, let me know. If I have 50 people tell me they want to hear the pickle jar story, I will tell it. I'll make a personal video just about it. It is easily one of the most embarrassing things that ever happened to me. So.
And disgusting. One of the most disgusting things that ever happened to me. So you also have to have a stomach for this story.
So if you want to hear that story, you got to make sure you leave a comment below, and I will give that to you as a weird gift. Back to our dessert, our dinner. Pasta beans, pickle juice, and tahini, and lemon juice, and a bunch of vegetables. And an apple.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like a 1950s salad.
It does. I was not going to include the apple.
What? You have to. You don't have to follow the recipe. We've never made this before. It's not even close. Like the stir fry, I changed because we make stir fry all the time. It was more about the sauce. But this, we have to make the whole thing. Although we don't have celery.
We don't have celery, so we're gonna use the yellow pepper. So first we gotta cook the pasta and then let it cool. That's why I put the water on already. So as soon as it's done, it should come out and sit.
You should have cooked that hours ago.
I didn't think about it.
You mean you didn't read the recipe ahead of time?
Oh, you bastard. To be fair, I say this to her all the time, so good for you. Good for you for putting me in my place. So we'll make this sauce, and then everything else just gets tossed in. Pretty simple. I'm gonna be very interested to see what the kids think of this. I do think Annie will like this. And if she doesn't, I win too, because I gotta make fun of her for once. I'm gonna try this. That's awesome. It's really good. Holy I was a little worried because the alfalfa we put in wasn't from the kind of beans it asked for. So it's a bit darker. I was a little worried. It's sour. It's got a little sweet tang. It hits all the flavor boxes you want for a dressing, which is like salt, sweet, fat, and sour. I don't know. What do you think, Willie? Jump in here.
I think you made a ton of salad.
You told me to double recipes, so we had leftovers.
You gotta try this, Annie.
Mommy, this one?
You like
It's got
it?
all the things. Salty, sweet, sour. I just heard what you said.
You forgot the fourth one. Gah.
Hold on.
Annie's doing a fashion show.
Salty, sweet, sour, fatty.
Boom. Did you try it?
Yeah.
I did try it.
And
It's good.
it tastes like pickles.
Do you like it?
Tastes like pickles. Like it.
The verdict is tastes like pickles.
Chef's kiss, Annie? That's not chef's kiss.
It's a chef's kiss. Annie Banana.
So we're gonna make some bran muffins. I don't know what it is about bran muffins, but it's something that I just remember from my childhood loving, and it's not something I have on a regular basis, and so I wanted to make some. They basically want you to make a buttermilk, so all you have to do that is take a non-dairy milk and add apple cider vinegar to it. And then you take bran cereal, grind it up, and add some boiling water to it and let it kind of sit inside of it. Biggest difference here is I'm not gonna make them gluten-free because my wife can't have the bran anyway, but I'm not gonna use the all-purpose flour. I'm gonna swap that out with whole wheat and knock back the sugar a little bit. She calls for 3/4 cup, so I'm gonna knock that back to half. And then the oil. So similar, not gonna use the canola oil because it's a muffin. I'll probably use applesauce. I'm gonna add raisins to this because who the hell wants a bran muffin without raisins in it? Oh right, there's people who like are weird about raisins. Let me know below if you're one of those people that don't like raisins and like pecans. Not pecans, like butter tarts and whatnot. Also, people don't like pecans and butter tarts. Let me know if you're one of those people that has a whole real thing about raisins, and we're gonna get into it. With love, with love. These muffins look awesome. So I have to run to a meeting at my kids' school. So I'm gonna leave a plate of them for my kids and their friends for after school. And I'm gonna ask them to make a video saying what they like or not. Let's see if they actually do it. Good job. Tastes like a muffin.
Yummy. Bye.
This is really good. It's missing something. I think it's almost missing, like, it's almost not bran enough. It's like the flour ratio is off. It's too much regular flour to bran flour. I think I'd want to up the bran flour to make it a really branny muffin because it almost doesn't feel like dense enough or something. It's kind of like a bran muffin light. So I really like this, especially adding the raisins. I think it can be even better. Look how squishy that is. Don't tell me you need oil in a recipe. That's just from applesauce. And it's so squishy and delicious and moist and fluffy. So for that half a cup of oil, that would have added like another 85 calories to each muffin. You don't miss a damn thing. So tonight for dinner, we're gonna make tofu shakshuka. Have you ever had shakshuka, Willie?
I've never heard of shakshuka.
Shakshuka. Shak?
Shak?
Shu?
Shu?
Ka.
Shakshuka.
There you go. It's traditionally like kind of like a tomatoey beanie stew, and they cook eggs in it. So the difference is here we're using tofu.
This does not sound like my kind of meal.
It's gonna be a little tomatoey.
I don't like tomatoes.
I do, and so does Eefy and Annie. We have different palates in this house,
Yeah.
and yet we manage. Okay, so essentially you make this in kind of two parts, it seems, which is basically you have to make like a tofu egg in the blender, and then you make this stew type thing in a skillet, but in the skillet, then you plop the eggs into the skillet, and you put that in the oven, you let that bake so the tofu gets hard and a bit crispy. So it takes a bit, which is...
Sounds complicated for a baseball night.
It does sound complicated for baseball night. No, it's not that complicated, because you're gonna help me. We got this, and Annie got braces. So who knows if she'll even eat this, but she'll probably try it. I picked soft foods for the next couple days from this cookbook to help us out with her braces situation. I'm the first one at the table, so I'm just gonna eat and tell you what I think. Ooh. I like all the different textures. The tofu is nice because it's got a little, not a crunch, but like firmness to it, but it really melts in your mouth. And it's kind of like a little, like a Hungarian stew, I think. A lot of smoked paprika in there. This is really tasty. I like this a lot. What do you think it looks like? What's your prediction? You gonna love this meal?
No.
Do you get some tofu in there?
I think the flavors are good. I just don't like tomatoes. I just don't. Tofu's interesting.
Right? It's got an interesting texture, right?
Blend it up.
Yeah, it's like blended up with some nutritional yeast, some calmanac, and lemon. And that's it.
I can get behind the tofu.
Yeah. I'm predicting this is more of an adult cookbook than a kid cookbook so far.
Mm.
Not necessarily a cookbook for the whole family, maybe.
Maybe just for you.
Maybe. How is it, Annie? Oh, what's on your mouth? And you got braces.
Yay.
How do you feel?
They hurt.
Yeah, that's why I made soft food for
Even if I
you.
go like this, it hurts.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I made soft food.
Still doesn't help.
Oh. How's the flavor though?
It's really good. If you get braces, ice water helps them stop hurting for 15 minutes.
Nice.
Don't sneeze less than 30 minutes after you get home from your appointment because you'll break 2 brackets. Like me.
Smells good. Really good. I like the flavors. I like the I like everything. It's good.
Yeah? Winner?
All right, eat it again. Winner, chicken dinner.
A rare winner from everyone. For dinner, we're making pasta with creamy pumpkin sauce. What are you doing?
You said to cook lentils.
Lentils aren't in the recipe. What are we doing? Well, there's no... I know there's protein in everything, but there's no like isolated protein source in this. So I'm gonna add lentils. And also there's not really a vegetable, so we're gonna add some broccoli too. Just to zhuzh it up a little bit, but the flavors are all what's in this book. So you can walk away with that in mind.
Get on it. Late. Come on. Can I make the sauce in 7 minutes or less?
Can I make the sauce in 7 minutes or less? No, because I have to cook the onion for 5 to 7 minutes. I'm on it though. Watch me go. Woo! Alright, here we go. Alright, this is actually a fairly simple recipe. Mix all the sauce ingredients together, right? It's pretty quick. And I think we made something like this in the past and the kids liked it. So it should be okay. Let's see. So that sauce needs to cook for about 5 to 10 minutes. While that's happening, it suggested a Brazilian cashew nut parm. So I'm gonna try making that. I feel like this happened last time I tried to make this Parmesan. I did it in a magic bullet and it doesn't like it. So now I'm gonna switch over to a food processor. Hopefully that works better. More dishes, sorry Willie.
No.
Sorry.
Right.
No, get back out. Please. I'll make the kids do it. Pumpkin pasta! I made something like it before and you liked it.
I wanted tacos.
And how was I supposed to know that? Last chance to change the sauce. Will you want to try it? I do remember liking this one. That's really good.
Ding ding ding.
Okay, now we just mix it all together. Want to try this Parmesan?
My hands are all
Oh.
wet.
Let me feed you like a bird.
Break it up. Break it up, children.
It's good.
How did the cheese?
is very nutty.
It's very nutty. Well, it's made from nuts.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it's in cheese terms, no. But like,
Is it good for flavor?
it tastes good, but it doesn't taste like cheese.
Want to try this sauce?
I did. It got it on my arm. Tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
Tastes more like tomato sauce than it tastes like pumpkin.
Yeah. I think it's a really good sauce. And what's nice about adding the pumpkin is it adds extra nutrients to
What's
it.
It
Tastes
be
like
like a
tomato
rosé?
soup.
Has more fiber.
Is this supposed to be
Tastes
like?
like tomato
Is this
soup.
supposed to be like a rosé?
Maybe.
Mom, if you want cheese, you gotta grate your own.
How's your dinner, mommy?
It's pretty good. It's a bit like acidic. Like, I think it could be more. I don't know. It's like really acidic.
I don't
Because of the tomatoes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe do more of a pumpkin than less tomato.
Look at that
Yeah,
cow
maybe.
cheese pull. Spoon.
I really like this, but the pumpkin adds this extra fullness to it, like an earthiness to it that I really, really like. This is a banger of a sauce if you want to have something other than tomato sauce, but still have a bit of a tomato sauce vibe.
It's really good sauce.
You can make this would be good in a casserole too. And Annie likes it because she doused hers in cheese.
No, I like the sauce.
You like the sauce?
Sauce is pretty good.
make it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. We forgot to put the lentils in.
So good.
Still good. Well, the lentils just add some more protein. I mean, the recipe doesn't call for it anyway, so there you go. Damn it! For dessert, I'm gonna make this ultimate banana split that she has here in her book. I love the simplicity of this. It's really easy. It's basically just roasting some bananas on a frying pan, topping them with some vegan yogurt, some fruit, like berries, and then she says rolled oats. I might call an audible here and throw on some granola just to zhuzh it up a little bit. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be tempted to throw on some of my chocolate covered quinoa or just some straight up chocolate chips. But mostly I'm just really curious about checking out this idea and what I think about it. The yogurt I'm using is a coconut-based yogurt and it doesn't have any sugar added, so it might be a bit plain. Although the roasted banana and the chocolate chips will help with that. Use whatever yogurt you want. Just check them out because so many of them are just packed with unnecessary sugars. If you really want to fancy your yogurt up, just add some jam to it and stir it around. Or a little bit of maple syrup on your own. That way you can control the sweetness, is what I would recommend. But this one we got is plain, which the kids might not like. I mean, straight up, the kids might just decide to use their regular dairy yogurt, in which case, what can they do? I'll still get them to comment on what they like about the idea of this recipe. Because I think that's what I'm more excited about, is combining these things in this way. Because it's really simple, really easy, but something I haven't thought of before, which is what I really love about this cookbook, is it's all really simple, accessible ideas that are kind of fresh and new. How's dessert?
Delicious.
Oh wow, it's a really simple idea for a dessert that's really, really healthy. This, you can have this for breakfast too, really, if you like. I made a smaller portion than I think the recipe calls for in the book. This could easily be a breakfast in the morning. Simple and delicious. In fact, I might have this for breakfast one day this morning. Ooh.
This is a breakfast.
Yeah?
Yeah, use it with ice cream. Then it would be dessert. You got banana in that bite?
Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, it's nice, simple. It's healthy enough you could have that for breakfast.
For a dessert, I would add ice cream instead of yogurt. Cause I don't really do it. Not for you though, cause you like healthy desserts too.
Sorry everyone, I'm lame. I'm a lame old man. I add more to mine. Yee. For dinner tonight, I'm making a Tator Tot Casserole.
Oh my god, wow.
And you squealed when you heard there was real tater tots. This was not.
Then I saw what it was. Tater Tot Casserole. Are the tater tots even gonna be crispy?
Yeah, they're crispy because these things are like loaded with oil probably.
Hey Dad, I have a question.
Yeah, what's your question?
What, so like, are you gonna bake the tater tots like before you put them in the casserole?
No. You put them on top and then you bake them.
Can you bake them in the microwave?
Can I bake them in the microwave? I don't think you understand how baking works.
No, is it possible to?
No, because that's not baking, it's microwaving. And they won't get crispy in the microwave. They get crispy in the oven. It's fine. They just cook on top of the...
Dad, it says that you need to wash them.
You wash the tater tots?
No, it's called the potato story.
Oh, great. Essentially what this is tofu scramble with tater tots on top and some cheese as well. So because of Annie's demands, I'm going to put real cheese on their side and plant-based cheese on ours.
This much?
I really don't care.
This much?
It's your cheese, I don't care.
This much?
Sure. I'm not even looking.
Look.
Yes.
Look.
I'm looking.
Really?
I mean, that'll be fine. I'll let you know if you need more. I won't, because I don't care. So question, because it's basically tofu scramble on the bottom, should we just make our recipe or do the recipe they have got
I
here?
think if you're reviewing a cookbook, you have to do the recipe.
Listen to you. Are you making fun of people now? The people that make the fun of the me?
No, she's
Making
not
fun
making
of
fun of me. She's making fun of you, Dad.
She would never make fun of me. She's married to me. Are you making fun of me?
Think in between the lines.
Well,
Think in between the lines? Oh, Annie, you're just...
It just seems like obvious that if you're reviewing the cookbook, you should do the proper recipe that's in the book.
Throwing off
How is that a review if we don't do it? You keep saying that. When we were like, hey, do this, you're like, I can't change the recipe.
Is that your impression of me?
Yeah.
Is that how I sound? I'll put the link to my tofu scramble down below. Basically, it's similar to this. I would just add some nooch to it.
And you also said not to compare our recipes to the ones in the book, and you're doing it right now, and we haven't even tried it yet.
Fair enough. I've already agreed.
You got problems.
You need popcorn. Eat your popcorn.
I've accidentally bought some.
Yeah, but it just slipped into the cart.
Just like that. Up into my hand. I didn't have a cart. Because I just
She walked to the aisle and grabbed 2.
It was a 2-for.
You accidentally walked.
So I accidentally bought 2.
A series of unfortunate events have led to us having a little popcorn snack.
And the second one just went. I completely went in her hands.
I mean, if you're gonna get it, get a deal, right?
Yeah.
I added some kale to this because greens are good. But this guy's all about adding stuff. I think the one difference between this tofu scramble and mine is that I would probably have some nooch in here, as well as some calamanak. Just a little bit. But I'm sure this will be good. You can hear it sizzling. That's all the oil we never cook with. This is definitely not a whole food plant-based dinner. Very treaty. I'll be sad if the kids say this is their favorite meal ever.
And at dinner time, I'm hungry.
Get away from me.
Can we have this every night?
Jesus.
Cool. There should be more tater tots in there.
More potato tots?
Blueberries.
So I'm taking, you guys like this one?
Yeah, one more. We need more.
Do a double layer.
Yeah, double layer of tater tots.
So you mostly just like the tater tots?
No, there's just a lot of the tofu stuff in there. It's like, there's like 2 tater tots per like giant scoop of tofu.
Well, we can thin it out in that.
So good.
I guys like tater tots so much. I think they're disgusting.
They're
I'll
so
have those.
good.
I'll have
Oh my
yours.
God.
'Cause they're covered in oil and they're crispy. What do you think, Mummy?
I think this is junky vegan.
I'll have your tater tots.
The tater tots. Oh, me too.
What happened to whole food plant-based, man?
I know, this one. So, on that note, I made this because I let Ephraim pick
He
the
said you
recipes.
picked
You picked this one.
I flagged it because my opinion was I would have modified
Mom,
this
do
and
you
just
want
put
your
potatoes
tater
on
tots?
top. I put roasted potatoes on top. But you said, can we make sure we do the tater tots? And I said yes because I wanted to give the kids an opportunity to have some say in the videos. But I would modify this and just put roasted potatoes on top.
No.
You are a terrible person.
Yeah. Listen to him.
What did you say?
Okay.
I'm a terrible person?
Oh, heck, Mom.
It's delicious because it's oily and fatty.
Well, I think the tofu is delicious. Don't.
Yeah, the tofu scramble is a nice little recipe. I would still modify the way I would add a little bit of nooch to it, maybe some other spices, but it's good base. I would just make this healthier by adding I would just to make this, even though the kids won't like it, is I would use our cheese sauce on top and then like home fries.
You're a disgrace to humanity.
I'm a disgrace to humanity. Anyway, the kids absolutely adored this. Woolly.
I like the bottom.
Emily's adding salsa to it, which I'm going to do as well. I think it needs a little bit of a sauce.
I always add salsa to my scramble.
Or some ketchup would be good too. But salsa's good.
Thank you for watching this video.
And look at that.
If you made it to the end. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video and turn on post notifications.
Okay. And what if they want to watch another video?
And click here.
Where?
Here.
Right where? A little bit lower?
Right here!
A little bit lower. That'll work. Okay. Thanks, Annie. Bye.